What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Helpful Dreams. Today we're going to be going over the proven steps that we can take to live a more self-disciplined life. Self-discipline is what helped me grow a 7-figure business as well as multiple 6-figure businesses, and it's an essential element to success in life. Tons of people talk about self-discipline in relation to business and success, but it is also a vital element of having a more healthy family life and having more time to relax and reflect. It's super easy to feel stuck in life, like every day is blending into another day, and the key to getting out of this slump is taking control and implementing self-discipline in your life. The ideas we discuss in this video will help us be more decisive, diligent, and self-disciplined when it comes to every aspect of our life. The first step we can take towards a more disciplined life is to identify our strengths and weaknesses. We all have weaknesses in life, whether it's our desire for alcohol, use of tobacco, or surfing social media for too long. These vices can work against us when trying to build a disciplined life, and so the first step is to identify our strengths and weaknesses, and this becomes the starting point that we can develop a plan of action from. Step 2 on our path to a self-disciplined life is removing temptations. The more we can cut down on distractions, the more we can spend time on what truly matters in our life. An example of this is it was just Halloween, and I rarely eat candy in my day-to-day life, but leading up to Halloween for about a week, there was a bowl of candy on our counter, and I found myself every time I would walk past this bowl of candy, I would grab a piece and I would eat a Snickers, I would eat some Skittles, and it got to the point where I was grabbing a piece of candy on the way out the door and on the way in the door, and it was because it was so accessible to me at that point. The candy bowl is now empty and in the back of our pantry, and I haven't had a piece since. On our path to a better self-disciplined life, sometimes it's necessary to cut off our access to certain things that may be holding us back. Step 3 to live in a more self-disciplined life is to set goals and then set a deadline for accomplishing those goals. In order to set up and maintain a disciplined life, first we must visualize what that really looks like to us. A clear plan allows us to outline the steps that we can take to live a more disciplined life and also help us fulfill our ambitions. Creating deadlines will help us stay accountable, which will lead to us accomplishing more goals and giving us the energy and momentum to carry into the next day and continue on our path to success. The way we build confidence in ourselves and we continue that momentum is to set commitments to ourselves and then fulfill those commitments. Step 4 on the path to a more disciplined lifestyle is to practice daily diligence. Self-discipline is not something we are born with, it's something that we develop through our experiences. Diligence means to follow through with your plans on days even when you don't feel like doing it. It's important to pay attention to how you feel after doing something that was good for yourself that maybe you didn't want to do in the beginning. For instance, that feeling you get when you complete your daily workout. Even though sometimes I don't feel like going to the gym and doing a daily workout, there's never been one time that I've looked back on doing a workout and regretted it. We can become more diligent by recognizing that feeling of accomplishment that we get after completing a discipline, and we can know that that sense of accomplishment is going to come again, even during times that we don't necessarily want to follow through with our disciplines. Step 5 on the path to a better disciplined life is to build healthy habits and rituals. These are the things that are going to help carry you through the tough times when you're feeling down. It's going to allow you to default to autopilot and commit tasks that are non-negotiable on a daily basis. These can be as simple as a morning ritual of brushing your teeth, eating an apple in the morning, and reading something positive first thing in the morning. These are things that we can fall back on because they're non-negotiable, and it's something that we do on a day-to-day basis that we're going to do every day, even on times that we're feeling down and out. Keep in mind, however, that the things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. Make sure you commit and stick to it and continue on the path of discipline. Step number 6 to living a self-disciplined life is to embrace the idea of unlimited willpower. So much of our life is determined by how we frame certain ideas. You might have the preconception that your willpower is limited, and this may be a limited belief in your life. Our ability to live a self-disciplined life is determined by how we relate to our sense of willpower. Have you ever completed something and looked back on it surprised at how much you got done in a certain amount of time? We tend to grossly underestimate our true potential. Decide to view yourself as someone who has unlimited willpower, someone who is decisive and diligent and acts when their ideas are fresh. Step 7 on the path to more self-discipline is to look for real-life mentors and evidence that backs the importance of self-discipline. We must reinforce our beliefs with information that supports the importance of living a disciplined life. This information will then support us on our journey. If you do not truly believe that living a disciplined life will lead to you accomplishing what you want in life, then you'll consistently default back to your status quo. That's why it's important to feed yourself information that will support your disciplined mindset. This can be done by finding mentors and subscribing to different sources of motivational and inspirational content. This is the key purpose of why I run this channel, because it keeps me on track and it helps me continue my discipline of learning and putting together the pieces of the puzzle that lead to a fulfilling life. Step 8 to living a more disciplined life is to practice forgiveness and continue moving forward. When we begin our journey to a more disciplined life, it's inevitable that we're going to fail and come up short, sometimes for days and even weeks at a time. During these times, learn to forgive yourself. Life is a process of starting over again and again and continuing the process of beginning. Each day is a new beginning and a new opportunity to start again. Remember how good you feel at the top of your game and use this to drive you back into that pattern of success. Use this to remind yourself of the importance of living a disciplined life. This concludes our time for today. I hope you can take these actionable steps and implement them into your life. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to the channel. It helps spread it to the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.